Hello, this is the one episode rule podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie, eating good in the neighborhood with my anime lately. I've been keeping up with like three at a time, unheard of
Damn,
stats
that's
for this
crazy.
podcast host.
You're like slurping all of them away from me because I'm not keeping up with shit right now.
I'm keeping up with my rocks and my city,
Very nice.
um,
Very nice.
and my darling.
And my darling, you
um,
gotta.
but how are you? Uh,
Hi, I'm Joey. Like I said, I'm not keeping up with anything. I'm really busy right now. It's a whole thing.
you
I say that
you're
as if I don't come home and just watch YouTube brainlessly when
You're keeping up with
whatever.
one thing that's tangentially related to anime, which is you are also participating in the chaos of W Place.
I am. I love W Place Live.
We're having a great time, and listeners, if you can find my Tomie portrait, you win the prize of "Don't tell people where I live, I'll kill you."
Um, if you can find our alliance, email us on the podcast and maybe we'll add you.
But
No one's gonna do that.
would you like some news?
Yeah, let's have some news.
News that we're late to, but it's still news. Hey, that One Piece season 2 trailer, pretty
Yes,
cool.
that's pretty fucking awesome.
And also the dual announcement of just like, hey, season 3 is greenlit and in
Like,
pre-production.
yes. Yeah, they're already working on it, which is
Just like,
really good because otherwise, One Piece is already like, I don't know how they could possibly get very far with the amount of stuff
yeah,
and the pace
yeah,
that they are setting.
like who knows how long this will go on, because One Piece itself is a giant freak-ass
Yes.
Frankenstein manga. So,
You'd almost have to be doing like if you were doing it at this pace that you're doing it at, you'd almost have to be doing like 1 to 3 episodes per arc, which is crazy, by the way.
mhm.
We have arcs that go on for like several hundred chapters worth of like, we have arcs that run longer than some whole mangas do. Like, it's anyhow. That is to say, I'm very excited for more One Piece. So we're gonna break me off a piece sometime, but
But
maybe.
they anyway, they're talking about this one covering Little Garden and Drum Island. So,
Yes. Which is,
and
like I said, the pace. They have to go to Logetown too.
Des Malchian, David Des Malchian is very excited about all this. Apparently, his son has read all the manga.
Good
Um,
for him. Love that.
um, let's see. In more One Piece news, hey, they're making another anime.
I feel like they've been
A,
doing that for a
a
hot minute
third
though.
No, a third One
A
Piece anime
third? I'm
struck the
sorry?
reality. This one is an adaptation of the One Piece heroine's not like light novel manga. But
Huh.
this one of the is for and about the girls
Good for them. Fuck
and
yeah.
and stuff they're doing when they're not in the spotlight. Um,
Well, that's charming.
each chapter centers on a different heroine. Um,
Nice.
and
I could see
finally,
myself checking that out.
I'm about to traumatize you with an image.
Oh, all
Um,
right.
I
Okay.
want you to imagine.
All right.
You're a fan of Lupin the Third, correct?
I am a fan of
Did you
Lupin the Third.
did you know for a while that that Peter Briggs, the English screenwriter who worked with Guillermo del Toro on Hellboy, um, was writing a treatment for Lupin the Third based on Castle of Cagliostro
Oh, I'm real.
as a
What?
live action film?
Oh God. Uh-oh.
Do
You're gonna
you do
show me
you
something. Uh-oh.
do you no no I'm just going to make you imagine it.
Oh boy.
Who do you think would have been cast as Lupin?
Oh, I couldn't even. No, no, I can't. No, I'm not participating. I will not do it.
Yeah, 20 years ago, who would they have cast as Lupin the
20
Third
years ago, even?
in an
Fuck.
American live action adaptation?
I'm getting dizzy just thinking about it. I
Could you
you're just
could
gonna have to rip this band-aid
would you
off.
like to imagine Jim Carrey as
No,
Lupin the Third?
no, 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 no. I'm done. I'm leaving. Podcast over. Goodbye, everyone. Good night, folks. Panic. You're not gonna post a
Lupin.
picture, are you?
No, there isn't a picture. They didn't make
There
the
isn't.
movie.
Aw, man.
I was painting a word picture.
Aw, man. I wanted there to be a literal picture. You know, I
Um,
was doing all those, like, no, 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 don't show me. Ha 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 ha.
no, I've already shown you.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I
too
did have
late.
to imagine that. Well, that's fucking unfortunate that that lives in my brain now, but
So,
yeah.
uh, speaking of misfortune, I think it's time. It's been a long time
Oh
since we
boy.
pulled out the gun.
The gun.
Um, since we played a little anime roulette.
Yeah.
Uh,
Are you gonna have to
what I would
argue?
like you to do is to pick a number from 1 to 6.
Gonna have to argue with each other. Oh god, there's no one to argue with.
There's no
Uh,
one to argue with. It's
I
just
can
you.
just pick a number and
It's
no one's
just
gonna say
you.
anything? Oh man. All right, 5 it is.
Ho ho!
I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, you're
I'm f-
feeling lucky about cherry magic. 30 years of virginity can make you a wizard?
I'm actually starting to feel quite unlucky, actually, right at this very moment. I'm not sure why. Guess we'll find out soon, folks.
Congratulations, you got the least fucked up bullet in the gun.
This was this I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This was actually somewhat
Clicked.
pleasant. This was actually nice to see. When's the last time we've had some good old-fashioned boys love on this show?
Well, these bitches gay.
Good for them, good for them.
Do you want this blurb?
Yes, I would love to read it. When mundane office worker Kyoshi Adachi turns 30 years old, he discovers that he has gained the ability to read minds due to simply remaining a virgin for his entire life. The caveat, however, is that he must make physical contact with a person to know what they are thinking about. Adachi believes there is no real use for this power until he accidentally hears the thoughts of his co-worker, Yuichi Kurosawa. Charismatic and dependable, Kurosawa is the star of Adachi's team at work, earning praise and admiration from everyone at the office. But deep within, Kurosawa harbors an intense one-sided crush for the gloomy Adachi, a fact that Adachi only learns because of his ability and knowledge he tries to respectfully disregard. As Kurosawa treats Adachi with kindness and affection he has never experienced before, Adachi finds it increasingly difficult to ignore his coworkers' genuine advances.
This bitch gay? This other bitch gay?
So
Um,
yes, this is a
so so this is an office guy romance.
yes. We're office boys. We're not gonna worry too much about the
Salaryman Yaoi.
yes, salary out. I don't. I
Um,
can't workshop something from that.
so so yeah, we open on Adachi's discovery that yes, because he has remained a virgin for 30 years, he has unlocked a magical power. He's become a wizard.
Uh huh.
And this power is he can read someone's thoughts, but only when he touches them. He discovered it by accident. Whenever he was at the combini taking his order from the clerk, because whenever he brushed fingers with her, he heard her thoughts, which were, "Ooh, I accidentally touched this guy."
That's so weird. he literally just looks like a normal dude.
He's a
I
normal
mean,
guy, but listen, there are those of us out there who don't want to touch anybody.
yeah, but it seemed like she was thinking this more in a ew, he's gross looking sort of way, which
I don't know
doesn't
that. We can't
track.
speak for her.
I
We only
mean,
hear
that's
one
how
of
it
her thoughts, and it's one of her private thoughts. Even
Yeah, that's true. That's the thing is I think he's
I feel like
trying
this
his
would drive
best.
you fucking mad, just at the amount of casual disgust that you are treated with, because
Yeah.
some people just don't want to be touched,
Yeah. This is
and
why
they're
I'm very,
always going
very
to
sure
react
to
negatively to it.
Yeah. I do my best not to touch people.
Mhm. Um, I do my best not to touch people because I don't want to touch them.
Oh,
Um, Let me tell you, school was a pain in the ass.
do you ever
Hold
get all
hands
the
with the people to your right and left. No, God,
No.
fuck. Um,
No. Did you ever get the teachers that would just pat you on the shoulder? And you're
I
just
would
like,
I
"Don't
would
do that."
I would get the ones that would touch me unbidden. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Yep. Alas.
but
Anyhow, this is about the show.
but yeah. And so he decides that this isn't really that useful because it has a range literally of touch, and there's only so many ways to like casually touch somebody, and there are many ways to accidentally touch somebody. Um,
Yes.
he discovers that his morning train rides have become unbearable.
Yeah, he's like, "Man, everyone in here is just like,
Because
ah, shit, damn it. I hate this
everybody
fucking place."
everybody else in there is pissed off.
Yeah. They're
And
like
then he's just
stepping
like,
on his
I
toes
need
and being like,
money,
"Ugh."
and I need money. Who touched my ass?
Yeah.
I hate that guy. I hate that.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, great way to start your day.
Mhm.
Um, but as he gets into work and he's waiting for the elevator, he sighs deeply because he's just like I got a useless power that's more of an annoyance than anything else. And while he's waiting for the elevator, a coworker walks up next to him. The tall, light haired Kurosawa, the
This
office hunk. Um,
this I need you to know, this is exactly the moment that I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a gay anime," because the way
well,
they
because
animated him
you saw the shape of his face, you know
well,
it to
no,
be
they
true.
that too, but, like, there were just, like, dreamy sparkles, and he's like, "Wow, that guy is so cool." And you're just like, "Okay, he's not trying to explicitly think this in a gay way, but he's aiming in that general direction."
So I will say this anime has not received a huge budget and is
Mhm.
also just veering just a little bit into some kind of tropey stuff
Oh
about the
oh,
boys' love,
absolutely. Yes, it's
including
going a little
in
there.
character design. um,
Yeah.
but yeah, this guy Kurosawa walks up on him and he's just like, "Oh, that was a heavy sigh. What's wrong?" And he's just like, "Oh, excuse me, it's just that the elevator is always so crowded in the morning." And he's just like, "I understand." Um, and yeah, he sits there and he thinks about it. And he's just like, "Man, Kurosawa is so cool." He
Yeah.
everybody here at work loves him, and all the women are obsessed with him. He's super popular. Um, and they uh, what happens to the that he falls
He
over? Oh, somebody just bumps into him.
yeah.
Uh, and somebody bumps into him behind it, and he falls forward. And he ends up in physical contact with Kurosawa for a second. Uh, and he hears Kurosawa's thoughts, which are, "I can't believe I ran into them this morning. They're so cute with that bedhead."
Yeah.
And in the next scene, he's standing in the elevator, and he's just like, "Wow, I would have thought Kurosawa would have already been dating somebody, but he's in love with somebody at work. That's crazy." Uh, and yeah, it is quite crowded in this elevator because yeah, somebody bumps into the both of them, leading to Kurosawa basically accidentally cabadoning. Adachi.
I was like, oh boy, here we go.
And he hears the rest of his thoughts, which are, oh God, I'm so close to him. He's so cute. I can't believe, can't believe this. I'm gonna die.
Adachi's
We
like,
don't even
huh?
we don't
What?
even
Huh?
see Adachi's exit from the elevator. We just see him at his desk later, and he's just like, uh, uh, uh.
He's like, uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't
It's
know if
just like
I'm mentally prepared for this.
it's just like no, this fucking tears it. Why would Kurosawa like me like that? This has all been hallucinations. It doesn't make any sense that I'd be able to read people's minds. I'm just losing my fucking mind. I'm just
Yeah.
fucking losing it. Uh, and as he looked back at him, it's like, yeah, even the boss of the company, the crabby old boss man, is fawning over Kurosawa. And he's just like, yeah, this doesn't make any sense at all. And his boss, the director, calls him up and it's just like, do you have the Alvaro files ready? I need them by the end of the day. And he's just like, didn't you need those by the end of the week? And the typical middle management type is basically just basically just glares at him. And he's just
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, my mistake.
It's
Uh,
like,
and he's just like, oh
yeah.
God, I'm gonna have to work overtime. And yeah, several hours later, he's still at his computer while most people are gone, and he's just like, "Oh my God, it never ends." And a hand comes from out of frame and presses a cold coffee to the back of his head. Uh, and this is apparently enough contact for him to read his mind, and he's just like he's so diligent.
Wish he'd
Uh,
ask for help more.
I wish he'd ask for help more. Uh, and he's
Wish he'd
just like,
ask for
"Oh,
my
hey,
help
oh."
more. Wait, wait,
Uh,
wait.
and he turns towards him, and he's just like, hey, and he's just like, still working? Need a little help? And uh, he's just like, well, fine. Can you take this part? And he's just like, of course I can. And while he's still standing there, he looks down at him, and he's just like, and you can still hear his thoughts because they're still technically in contact. And he's just like, huh, he's got a mole at the nape of his neck. What a naughty place. I'd love to lick that. And Adachi just freaks out. He's like, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom.
Tuk, 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 tuk. Like
And in the
cartoon
bathroom,
running
he's
noises.
splashing water on his face, and he looks in the mirror, and he's just like, I'll be fucked. There is a mole.
It's like I wasn't hallucinating the
Oh
whole
God,
time.
it's not a
Oh,
hallucination.
uh-oh.
Oh God. Oh man. Oh shit.
Well, what am I supposed to do with this?
Um, what am I supposed to do with this fucking knowledge? Uh, and they finish it up. They finish up their work, and he as he's walking out, he's just like, I guess Kurosawa really does like me. And he's just like, and they're alone together. They're leaving, and he's just like,
Mhm.
ugh, nobody could stop him if he tried to force himself on me.
Which is a
Uh,
fucked up thing to think.
but he, but people think fucked up things all the time, and
Yeah,
they're allowed to because that's
yeah.
their
That's your
private business
personal.
in their head. As long as you don't act on those things,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, and as they step outside, it's actually quite a cold night. He just like immediately gets the sneezes. And he's surprised because Kurosawa has turned and placed his scarf loosely around his neck. He's just like, "Here, take this. Just like you can borrow it for tonight." And while they're briefly in contact, he just hears, "It's like I'm so glad I brought a scarf tonight." And
Adachi's
Adachi
like,
is kind of like,
"Aw,
he's
I'm
kind of like,
sorry for thinking fucked up thoughts
Well,
about you
no, he
just a
doesn't think
second."
that yet because he doesn't finish he hasn't finished because the rest of the thought is it's just like his eyes are so bloodshot. The boss shouldn't put so much on him just because he's diligent.
He's like,
And as
"Aw."
they're walking along, he's just like, I'm sorry. He's thinking to himself, he's just like, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to try and force yourself on me. And as they walk along, they realize it's pretty late, and he's just like, hey, are the are you gonna make the last train? And he checks his watch and he's just like, oh, they just quit running. And he's just like, oh well, you could. I'm gonna have to pay for a taxi. He's like, well, you could stay over at my place. And he's just like, oh god.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Um, and what's the next thought he has? Because he's just like, is he trying to like lure me into
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah.
What's going on? What
It's
if I
more of
touched
a
him?
what are
And
his intentions?
he tries to casually touch him, but he loses his footing and he like falls over.
He like
Uh,
essentially like lunges at him. It's like,
yeah, well,
whoa. He's not very subtle either.
well, no, he's trying to be casual about it, but his feet get tangled up, and
Hmm.
Kurosawa also moves to the left
Yeah.
suddenly. Um, so that yeah, he just trips over on the sidewalk. And Kurosawa reaches down to help him up, and he's just like, ah, and he grabs hold of his hand and pulls him up. And the thought that he hears is, wow, that's loud. I hope he didn't hurt himself. And he's just like, oh man, you're just such a nice guy.
He's like,
Just
yeah,
like,
I'll come over.
I'll come over if it's not too much trouble. And yeah, he ends up at a guy he knows is obsessed with him's apartment. Uh,
It gets a
this
little
is
weird for a millisecond here.
this gets pretty weird for a second because of the intensity of Kurosawa's private feelings. Um, because as soon as he says, "Yeah, I'll come over," they just get translated into a bunch of images, and they're just images of Adachi saying Kurosawa's name in different like domestic situations, and he's just like, "What was that?
It's like, huh, that was very powerful.
That was that was intense. What did that mean?" Um, And yeah, he takes them home to his house. He's just like, "Wow, this is like a cool guy bachelor pad." By the way, they don't have the budget to express the idea of a cool guy bachelor pad. This is a near
Yeah.
featureless fucking room.
It's like a regular ass apartment.
It is a regular ass apartment.
You just have to
He
imagine that it's got swag.
it has almost no personality whatsoever.
He's got like 2 manga books on the floor, and that's it.
He's got a folding chair in the corner, like a camping chair.
It's cool, it's cool.
Um, he has no wall.
You just have to believe.
I don't believe this man's pad is whack. Um, in reality, you know what makes him more believable?
Yeah, true. But I mean, just pretend that Adachi doesn't know what awesome like apartments look like. He's
Like
like, "Wow, it's clean."
he is a 30-year-old virgin, but
Yes.
Kurosawa can't. Your office himbo can't be everything to everyone. He's got to have a fault, and his fault is interior design because he lives in an r/male living space spaces apartment. We haven't seen his bedroom. We don't know if he has a fucking bed frame. Um, he almost certainly does not. He's Japanese. Um, I've
Sleeping
just
on the
realized
floor.
the error of my train
I
of
was
thought
gonna
there.
say.
Um, but uh, but yeah, as he sits there, he's just like, "Wow, this is this is a cool guy's apartment. I don't belong here." And he looks down and he sees a bunch of manga. It's like zombie life or something like that.
I thought it was Zom 100 for a second. I was like, "What?" It wasn't. It's not.
Um,
It's
I
their own
think it's
thing.
supposed to be The Walking Dead, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, maybe.
But
It's something like that.
but as he's sitting there, Kurosawa comes back from dropping his stuff off in his bedroom, and he just says he goes to pick them up, clearly slightly embarrassed. And he's just like, I just you just can't stop reading once you get into them. I sound like a kid, don't I? And there's he like imagines him as like a small child, and he's just like, I don't know what you mean. He's just like, I like these too. And he's just like, oh yeah. It's just like, yeah, you can't quit during the 12 trials arc. And he's
Yeah.
just like, oh, I love that one too. And they're just like, I'm surprised our taste is so similar. And he's just like, anyway, I've drawn a bath. You can yeah, you can go first. And I got you a change of clothes. And he hands him some pajamas. And when their hands rush, uh he projects the thought he's having. This is like, I'm glad these pajamas I bought so that I can imagine Adachi Kun wearing them paid off. And the next scene is Adachi in the bath, and he's just like, I really don't want to wear these pajamas.
She's like, I shouldn't have caught that thought. I
This
shouldn't
is
have.
this is really weird. Uh,
You get the lingering feeling as the show goes on, like, he's not, like, his trouble isn't so much that, like, "Oh, it's a guy that likes me." It's, "I shouldn't be reading these thoughts."
it's that, and he has zero romantic experience, and he's even less prepared to be gay.
Yes. He's like, I don't even know how to, like, how to
I thought
navigate."
I was certain I liked women.
'Cause he even had a thought early on when he got to the apartment. He was like, "Would this be easier?" Or maybe that's later on.
And that's
Maybe
later
that's
on,
after he's
like
changed
in
into
the intro,
pajamas.
had the thought that it's just like I had considered trying to casually brush against some of the women that I'm interested in to see how they feel. But if I was somebody who could touch people, I wouldn't be a 30-year-old virgin. So he clearly
Yeah.
thought he was attracted to women. He may
I
be
mean,
bisexual,
he could be a little bi as a
but
treat.
yeah, he comes out wearing the pajamas, and he's just like, let's just wear these casually. Uh, uh, and um, And Kurosawa is just like, I think I'll go take a bath myself. I laid out a futon for you, so feel free to go to sleep if you're tired. He pulls his tie loose and unbuttons his shirt part of the way. This is important because this is where I began to believe that Adachi was a bit gay, because he
Yeah.
remembered in vivid detail the appearance of Kurosawa's chest. Um,
Yeah.
kind of
I'm just like,
casually, without like
"Uh-huh."
thinking about it internally.
It's
Um,
like, "Uh-huh."
but yeah, he immediately goes to try and go to sleep. Um, and he's just thinking about things with the lights off, and he's just like, I can't do this. Like I'm unprepared for this man's affection. I do not have enough experience to understand how to
Uh-huh.
act.
Yeah. He's also keeps thinking like, um, if he likes me, why hasn't he tried to
Why
make any
doesn't he,
sort of
what?
move?
Why doesn't he make a move? Um, and then later he thinks, wait, why did I think that?
It's
But
like, that makes it seem like I want him to make a move. And it's
because
like,
yeah,
mm."
Kurosawa comes in, and he's just like, "Oh, he's already asleep." And for a moment, he walks over to him while Adachi is awake, pretending to be asleep, and he's just like, "Why is he coming so close?" And he bends down and puts his hand on the floor next to Adachi's head and looks down on him for a second. And he's just like, what does he intend? If I just sort of brush him with my finger, I'll know." And when he goes to do so, Kurosawa like withdraws his hand because he was just reaching for his phone on the table.
Yeah.
Um, and he's just like, why didn't he make a move? Why did I expect him to make a move? uh, and Kurosawa does actually go in the other room and then slide down to the floor, and he's just like, oh, yabai, yabai, because he felt the intensity of that moment as well. Um,
Uh-huh.
the next morning, he gets up and makes him breakfast because he's the gayest anybody's ever been for anybody. he makes him a
Adachi
like he makes him a full fucking breakfast spread.
Adachi's like, "Oh, well, that does smell good, though."
He's just like, I do
Like,
want
"Ooh,
breakfast.
I do want breakfast, though."
And they're sitting there eating, and he's just like, wow, you got up first thing in the morning and cooked a proper meal. I don't even cook at all. Um, he has some of the omelet, and he's just like, this is restaurant quality. And Kurosawa was just like, well, if that's the case, why don't you come over and eat breakfast with me every morning? And he stops for a second, and he's just like, why was I considering that? uh,
Yeah.
anyway, they make their way to work. Uh, and he returns to his desk, and he's just sitting there, and he looks back, and Adachi goes to the same spot on the opposite side of the office every day and talks to half of the office.
Yes.
Two scenes this has happened in. Um, I feel
Adachi
like
or
this is just
Kurosawa?
how Kurosawa.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
but he's looking at him over his shoulder, and he's just like, "I'll keep a little distance for a while.
I just gotta let things cool off.
I just got to let things cool off a bit." Um, and his boss, the director, calls him up, and he's just like, "These files from the other day, it's just like these look good. Um, you do this yourself?" And he's just like, "Well, Kurosawa helped me a little bit." And he's like, "Well, why didn't you say that from the beginning?" Uh,
Kurosawa, get
and
over here.
and he's just like, "Oh shit, I was trying to make some distance." He's
Can't be helped.
just like, well, Adachi did almost all of it. And he's just like, well, here, hey, you know what? You know what? You should thank him. Uh, Here, I know a Korean barbecue place nearby. You should take this coupon and you two go. And he's just like, oh, for
Ah,
fuck's
the
sake.
boss is setting us up. I was trying to keep distance.
You get both of their thoughts at the time, and it's just like, my boss is a real pain, or my Cupid.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Um,
yeah. Kurosawa was like, yes, yes, yes.
they have a cute date at a Korean barbecue joint.
Yes.
It looks like it would genuinely be a good date.
Yeah,
Um,
they're having a great time.
they're sitting
They're
there,
both into
they're grilling their meat, which I'm not even sure what's pleasurable about that. Do they like season? Do they marinate the beef before they give it
I
to you? I don't know,
I
but
think they give you like a bunch of stuff that you can just like arrange your little meal. I don't know. It's supposed to be fun.
I don't go to a place where I
I've
have to
s-
cook my own fucking food.
I guess you
But
get like the control over your food or something. I don't know.
but uh but they're sitting there. I forget most of this scene where they're eating, but they have a number of exchanges where he accidentally reads the man's thoughts. Um, and at the end of it, they get up and they're just like, this was good. It's just like, yeah, this was pretty good. And he was just like, I was actually having a great time hanging out with Kurosawa.
Uh-huh.
um, he's so nice.
He's such a nice guy.
And they
He's
go to
just a
pay,
nice guy.
and he's just like, they're just like ready to settle up, and he's just like, I'd like to pay with this. And he hands the cashier the coupon, and she's just like, oh, I'm sorry, this is expired. And he's just like, God damn it, boss. Like, you prick. And he opens up his wallet, and he's just like looking at it, and he's like, this place is really fucking expensive.
She's like, oh, I
And
can't cover this.
Kurosawa looks over his shoulder, and he's just like, you got enough? And he's just like, yeah. And he's just like, I'll pay with card. And he's just like, I'm supposed to be thanking you. And he's just like, don't worry about it. Hit me up next paycheck. So as they're walking out of the place, uh, and he incidentally comes into contact with Kurosawa a lot. Um,
Yeah, keeps
uh,
happening.
and Kurosawa's, and he's just thinking about it. Um,
He's like, yeah, now
uh,
we have an excuse for us to go out
Well,
again.
no. He's thinking about it. It's like, well, Kurosawa is a nice guy, and
Hmm.
he help if he keeps helping me out at work, and he's fun to hang out with. It's like maybe things don't have to be different. You know, this could be fine. And he comes into contact with Kurosawa again, and here's Kurosawa's thoughts. It's just like, I'm floating. I am absolutely floating. I got another excuse to take Adachi out. It's just like, this is heaven. Uh, and Adachi is looking at him. He's just like, oh my god. And he says out loud. He's just like, Gomenasai, I'm so sorry. And he's just like, what's the matter with you? Are you drunk? It's just like, no, I'm so sorry. Uh, and he's thinking to himself, he's just like, I was having a really selfish train of thought right
Like,
there.
yeah, I'm
I
like,
was just gonna string this guy along
yeah,
for Korean barbecue and
gets
help it work.
get his hopes up and then dash his
Um,
heart.
and
He's like,
just string him along forever.
yeah,
Um,
aw.
he's just like, I'm sorry, can we go to the company? And they're just like, oh. And he goes to the company, and just feels really genuinely bad about everything. So
Yeah.
whenever he comes out, he tries to hand Kurosawa a bunch of bills, and he's just like, I can't let you pay for me and help me at work. I can't. I just can't keep imposing on you. And when he looks up, Kurosawa's face is just like horrified. He just feels he's deeply hurt.
Yeah, he's looks so sad, and I was like, "No, you're making him sad. No."
And this freaks out Adachi. He's just like Gomenasai, and he presses the money into his hand and he runs away,
He just runs.
leaving poor Kurosawa there confused. Um, and later on at like a train station, he's just like, I've never seen him look like that. What did I do? And that's the end of the episode. This one ends on
Yep.
a little bit of a downer,
Well, there's
but
a little bit of an after clip as well.
I what? There's what?
So, the credits
Exactly
play,
what the fuck do you mean?
and then someone gets a mysterious phone call, and then someone
Oh,
says, "Oh, well, I know you better than anyone else." What it came across to me as was Kurosawa is calling his ex or something to vent, maybe.
hmm,
I don't know if that's actually what was happening, but
I missed
that
that
was my
entirely.
you had to make it all the way
I
through the
skipped
credits.
the well, I skipped the outro because it was boring because they don't put good outros and
Yeah.
intros in these kinds of shows.
No, they don't. It was I mean, they did a
They do
little
not
bit of
have the
art.
money for it.
It was at least like not like just a black screen. So it was
Um,
like a step up from that, but not by much.
but yeah, what do we think about Cherry Magic?
I listen, this is cute. I'm gonna go out go ahead and say that I could see myself watching at least one more of these to see where it goes.
Just to see where it goes.
Yeah.
I
I
feel like
think
they could like fuck it up easily, but
I
also
think they could. But like
this
for
is not
so far,
listener,
so
you'd be surprised to find out that this is not a genre that I have a particularly large amount of experience with. Not exactly an expert on boys' love. Um, men's love? This is men's love.
this is men's love.
These are
Good for
men.
them. These are men.
I
These
shouldn't
are
disrespect them in
30-year-old
such a
ass
way.
dudes.
These, these guys pay taxes.
They have office jobs. Good for them.
This motherfucker has a degree. He
Oh
got a
man.
master's in business associate
uh,
so that he could work so that he could put together spreadsheets and be fucking flustered by his taller coworker. Um,
oh man. He
so
needs
you
to
can
afford jammies that he can
he's
imagine his cute ass coworker in.
yeah, that's the other guy's that's the whole
Yeah.
other guy's whole race and detra. So yeah, you can tell what the dynamic is going to be here already because even I with no experience with boys love know the tropes of the larger, more forceful one and the smaller, more delicate one.
Yeah, but even then I feel like they're at least playing with some fun ideas here. And
Hmm.
I feel like it's very easy for these shows to have the characters be like either disrespectful to each other or like pressing
Mm.
boundaries too far. Both of them have been like really nice, all things considered.
Oh yeah,
Like even
Kurosawa is a golden retriever of a man.
and again, Adachi is genuinely trying not to hurt his coworkers' like feelings and emotions and and that's nice too. And I'm like, "Aw,
But the where the meat is on this for me is exploring the idea of like mind reading, like
yeah,
one way to telepathy and like the
yes,
ethical implications,
yes, yeah," because
especially whenever you're not given the choice about whether to
right,
engage in it or not.
exactly, because there are moments when he's just like, "Oh, yeah, I will do this on purpose," and I'm like, "Don't do that." Like the
Yeah,
accidental ones are one thing, but
well, that's the thing. Like the accidental ones lead you to the idea that you could
yeah,
do it on purpose.
yes, 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 yes.
Like this is different from say like fantasy where where telepathy and mind reading are like purposeful. There's a
Mhm.
spell that you cast, which makes
Yeah.
you an asshole, by the way. Don't go around prying in people's skulls.
Don't get out of there.
um, this has gone to an odd direction. I would maybe watch another episode of this
Just to see
just to
where it
see how it goes.
goes, right?
I just
Like,
want to
it's an
see if
int
the I just want to see if the little squirt figures out that he also can be gay.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have occurred to him yet.
Did you notice that in the intro, there's, like, a girl that seems to be shipping them from a distance?
Yes, she's got the fucking acrylic
The
standees of
little
both of
acrylic
them.
standees. I thought that
And
was
it's
really
just like she
funny.
has more emotional intelligence than either of them. She's already figured it out.
Oh man.
Anyway, if you'd like to ship our acrylic dandies with anyone else, any other podcast, you can do so at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
You got really dangerous with that for a second there.
Hmm,
Sorry, that's the word, not the number. We're on Twitter. We're on Blue Sky. Listen. I don't have jokes right now, but we got jokes over there. Probably
joke pending.
jokes pending. Come tweet us. Come bleed us.
Anyway, I'll just tell you, don't don't ship us with another anime podcast. We'll eat them like a beta fish.
You could ship us with, like, I don't know. What would be the best podcast type to ship us with? Like horror content? I think that could
Um,
work out. Or is
Star
that
Trek: The
too
Next Generation
overlapping?
podcast.
We don't ship us with a you could like actually no, you could like have an enemy ship and it's just like a financial advice podcast
Oh
where just like
yeah,
we're killing each other.
each other.
No, we're killing them.
We're going to win. Anyway,
Your
good night.
financial advice podcast is going down.
This is not financial advice.